Hey there, and welcome to Start Adventuring. I'm Baxter,
And I'm Ben.
and this is a new YouTube channel where we hope to inspire new role players to break down those barriers and just start adventuring.
Just started adventuring.
Just
Just
do it.
do it. This is the first episode, the first session zero for the first episode of our series of one-on-one shots that we're running. Baxter and I are going to be doing these one-shot adventures to prove how much fun you can have in one session with one person and with a module that you just picked up because we are running the 17 Candlekeep Mysteries that came out literally today as we're recording this. Not the day that you're seeing it, but the day that we're recording this, March 16th, the 17 one-shot adventures around the setting of Candlekeep have all come out. And we're going to hopefully show by experience that they are great bite-sized adventures for you to do without a whole lot of prep and a whole lot of stress or gathering a whole lot of people. So that's that. This is the session zero for the first adventure where we're going to be talking about just kind of what's happening in the adventure and Baxter's character so we can make sure we're all on the same page expectations-wise before we start the adventure. So Baxter, why don't you tell us about your character here? I see you've got a mini to show us and a character sheet and stuff.
Yeah, totally. So, quick shout out, we're going to be using Hero Forge. It's a great website to really get in touch with your character. They have a great little 3D modeler that you can use to construct your character, fully different, modulated with different races and armors and things that they can hold, and it really helps kind of bring the character to life, in my opinion. And so I use them whenever I'm doing a D&D character. So shout out to them, Hero Forge. You can also get these sent to you from them as physical minis. But the online application of it is also just awesome, especially during this, virtual,
Yeah, it
virtual
it
space.
feels like an MMO character
Yeah.
creator, you know?
Oh,
Like,
100%. Like the best kind. It's like much better than a lot of MMO creators. It's great. So huge shout out to them. And then over here you can see too we're using the D&D Beyond for the character sheets. Again, a great website from D&D specifically. It's just their virtualized character sheets, but without it we would not be able to play together, which I think is something that we love to do. And especially right now with the pandemic being what it is and Ben and I living in different states, it couldn't happen. But here we are, and we're excited to kind of get into these
yeah.
Candlekeep Mysteries.
Here we are in this like N64 virtual table universe. I love it. So I'm looking at Jacques. He's clearly an older gentleman, but he's only level 1. This adventure that we're running is a level 1 adventure. So what's his deal exactly? He's gone all his life without adventuring, I imagine.
Yeah, I think he has lived in his books all of his life. So you can see on the side he has these scrolls. I imagine. So to get into Candlekeep, you need to present a piece of writing that they don't have in their library. So because Jacques, I imagine, is a huge fan of Candlekeep and such a book nerd that to him it's just kind of like an amusement park. He's trying to get in as much as he can, so he is always doing his own writings as just little things that he knows that he can. Okay, I can get into Candlekeep next time I go because I have this little writing.
I love the idea of him as like a super fan of Candlekeep. I mean, those people exist. I mean, there were a lot of people who were excited when this book came out. We should reference the fact that Baxter and I are sort of new to D&D. We've only been playing 5th edition, and we've only been playing for less than a year. So we don't know a lot of the Forgotten Realms lore and things that are important to some people. But Candlekeep Superfan makes sense to me. It's this like mythical landmark. So I think that's great. So he's been before.
Oh, definitely. I think that he is an avid. Like I said, he's trying to go every time he can. He's always doing the writings. I think at one point he probably was giving books, but it got to a point where they're like, "No, we have that one. No, we have that one." He's like, "Well, if I write something, They don't have that. I know they don't have that. And I think he really
he gets to leave a little piece of him.
Yeah.
in
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Candlekeep.
And I think that candle that he has, which is his focus, meaning that's how he kind of channels his magic, is a candle that he got from the Candlekeep. And he brings it back every time to use to read whatever his selection from Candlekeep is.
Cool. So do you think that his magic comes from his feelings about Candlekeep, or the gods of Candlekeep? Denir, I believe, is the god that's referenced in the book.
I think that for him more so, he's level 1. I think that it's a little bit of, it's just his, happy, good, optimistic feelings from being in Candlekeep that might protect him, might, influence the magic that's already at Candlekeep, I think. It's not so much him, it's a a symbiotic relationship between he and the magics at Candlekeep, I think. That maybe is a little convoluted, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, but it fits for him as a level 1 character too, because he hasn't really come into any sort of real magical power, right? I'm looking at his stats that you've got there on D&D Beyond. So he's got pretty high dexterity and then wisdom, which is going to be, as a cleric, your spellcasting, great. So he's not a strong boy, though. And he's not an intelligent boy, which is interesting, because you say he read a lot.
Yeah, no, I think, honestly, in terms of intelligence, like I said, I think for him, he's so focused on getting into Candlekeep now that he's not reading anything. He's just going for his favorites. I think maybe even he starts asking to see the things that he's already written, which almost defeats the purpose of going, right? So I think it's almost like this weird paradigm that he's gotten himself into, almost like a vicious cycle, but hilarious, and I'm sure he's none the wiser to it and enjoys it all the same.
The cool thing is, so for the adventure that we're doing, which I should say, the first adventure in Candlekeep Mysteries is called The Joy of Extradimensional Spaces. I will shout out the author as soon as it loads up, but it's in this particular case, Jacques will have a good excuse to go to Candlekeep. The book that's written in the original adventure is essentially that Jacques' town, the place where he lives, has been befallen by a curse that's causing all kinds of problems, especially with the crops, but also with the water, all kinds of issues with the land that's cursed. And the people in Jacques' town consulted with a mage who told them that a sage who is skilled in getting rid of curses is currently studying in Candlekeep, and you could find him there and hopefully convince him to come help your town. So that's what's written in the adventure module. We can kind of fudge it a little bit based on what you said, because I think Jacques has super interesting stuff going on. I don't know if that fits exactly how you imagine him, or if you want to play with that.
Yeah, I like pretty much everything that I see there. Do I know the name of the person I'm looking for once I get to Candlekeep? The name of the wizard that's going to help the town?
Yeah. So the sage that you're looking for at Candlekeep is named Matrius, or Matrius, or you could call him Matt. I don't mind. It's Matreous, Matrios, a cool name. Also, speaking of names, the name of the author for The Joy of Extradimensional Spaces is Michael Polkinghorn, and the editor was Hannah Rose. So shout out to them. Shout out to all the people who contributed to this book. It's going to provide 17 weeks of fun for me and my brother. So, and hopefully 17 weeks of fun for you.
Yeah,
if you're watching. So
more important to us even is that you guys are the ones having fun. Even if it's, laughing at Ben and I just being ridiculous and having fun with one another. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I think Mr.
Is there anything else mechanically you want to tell me about Jacques? Spells or anything like that you think are important, or you want to just kind of save that for when we get into it?
Yeah, maybe if Jacques gets into anything crazy, it might be good to just do it live. Do it live when the combat happens. But because
I'm also interested to see more of him as a level 1 cleric, sort of not discovering his power maybe, but coming into the power. I think is a cool thing.
No, totally.
Okay, well, fantastic. Do you have any other questions about? Do you feel you understand kind of where we're going when we get in there? Any questions
Yeah.
for me about the adventure? Things you should keep in mind?
No. I think Jacques ready. Let's get him in there. Let's get looking for Matrius.
Great. And the more you can kind of lean into with these Candlekeep Mysteries, investigation, solving a mystery, solving something, that's the kind of feel for these adventures. Great. I can't wait. So everybody, join us over in the actual playthrough, or wait until you feel like listening to a video of that length, and come see what happens to Jacques when he goes to Candlekeep, the Joy of Extradimensional Spaces. I'm excited.
Me too.
So,
It's going to be fun. Hey there, guys, and thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you guys can be alerted anytime we're putting out new content. And Ben and I were wondering, what kinds of characters are you guys excited to play in the Candlekeep Mysteries? Go ahead and put that in the comment section down below.
yeah, we can't wait to hear from you. And if you want to support the channel in ways beyond just pressing the buttons and engaging here before you exit out of that browser window, we did start a Patreon. For just $5 a month, you'll get one bonus video every week. And every dollar goes toward growing what we can do here at the channel, so we would really appreciate the support.
Yeah, totally, guys. And if you're not completely sold to that $5 a month just yet, we are going to offer a $1 a month, which will get your name in the credits. And if we can get 20 patrons at any level, we're going to be opening up a Discord channel so that we can all start engaging and interacting and really getting the community going.
Yeah, we really hope to grow this channel and this community and really break down barriers for people adventuring. So, in the meantime, I'm Ben.
And I'm Baxter. And remember, guys, start adventuring.
Just start adventuring.